Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and anybody else watching this video for that fact. Just remember, rights are like lights. When you're not using it, they cut them off. So just remember, just because you might not use the Second Amendment today or tomorrow or next week, doesn't mean you're never going to need it, want it, or use it. But the government sees that you're not using it right, and they're like, hey, you're not using this. I'll take it for you. You don't need it anymore, obviously, since you're not using it. So I would like to implore everybody to exercise their constitutional rights. All of them. Every single one. Especially the Second Amendment. Go shooting. If you've never shot a gun before, go shoot. That's the best thing I can recommend to people, because a lot of people don't like guns. So I take them shooting. They're like, damn, that was so fun. That was so fun. Yeah, it's really fun. I love guns. And shooting them is just so fun. You can blow off stress. It's not always a bad thing. People make it a bad thing, but it's not always a bad thing. But the small percentage of people that do bad things with guns represent the majority for some reason. And just remember, when you're a gun owner, you're held to higher expectations, and you have to be more responsible than anybody else. You have to be the bigger person. You have to walk away from all the arguments and all the fights. You're going to have people that dislike you because you choose to have guns, concealed carry, open carry, target shoot, or whatever the case may be. People are not going to like you because of that choice. They're going to dislike the fact that you like guns. They dislike guns themselves. They don't feel comfortable enough around guns. And my advice to anybody that is looking into getting into guns, just go to a gun shop. Talk to the people there. Some of them can be assholes. I'm not saying they're not, but most of the time, a lot of people I've met in the gun community are very welcoming, and they're really willing to sit down with you and talk for free. Like, I sit here and have multiple conversations with people, try to help educate them on things, just to even, kind of get them to lighten up and be like, you know what, you don't have to love guns, but you don't really, you shouldn't be able to dictate other people's rights on this situation. Like, if you don't want to use guns, don't use guns. If I don't want to drive a car, I don't have to, but doesn't mean I should stop other people from driving cars, right? Just because I disagree with them driving cars, or I don't want to drive a car. It's a really weird thing, but just be as warm and welcoming as you can be, because some people are scared or they're just ignorant to it. Everybody has to learn and start somewhere. You're not born knowing. You don't know what you like for real until you try it, in this situation speaking, anyway. But I definitely recommend everybody to go and shoot at least 5 to 10 guns in your life over the course. If we're expected to live 100 years, 10 guns, that's, if you want to be fair, that's 2 guns a year for 5 years, right? That's what harm can that do? Educate yourself a little bit more on them. There's no need to be scared. Loaded guns don't hurt you unless you pull the trigger or you drop it, or it's a SIG P320. And if you have a SIG P320, then that's kind of on you, fam. You know what you're getting into. Just don't appendix carry if you want to return home and not to the hospital. But hey, stay safe, take care of yourself, and be kind to other people.